Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on.
I've never been emotional.
Oh, it's good.
I mean, I have before, and I'm going to
The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Bringing it out, it's Royer. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
I mean, I was like, holy cow, everyone busted up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down.
It's so hard.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris. And he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Let's it go on the move, launching deep.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made on the left side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense. Most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the...
And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds.
Bye.
And it's a bunch formation. The back's got it. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Taking out about before he makes the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Fighting off the defender. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Third and short now for the offense from the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert to keep the drive going? Running back with the football. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Going after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Royer. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that catch is hauled in. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They converted, and listen, You're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The Noles pick up enough yards to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver makes the grab. When they bring him down, that's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Off the play fake on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. But, man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
I try to tell somebody.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Bringing pressure. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Just trucks the man. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up,
get up here close.
Opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game sharp.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle, but 1st down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
2nd down play coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He breaks free. Looking to scramble. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Royer. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And looking to throw now on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Well, kick it away here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Nice play of the drive. They keep throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the hand.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's moving into the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the... I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
offense on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Breaking down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Kirkland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Dwayne Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen. And
oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Hand off to the back. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Boy, that last carry, Chris, puts him right at 100 yards for the game. How's he done it? Because he's been patient. He's followed his blocks. He's let everything develop in front of him, and he's busted through for some big gains.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Royer. He'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Royer. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Let's it fly to the wide out. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. He's running out of time here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack. Final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half. It's really more the same as what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. You're getting closer to the 50. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, tied. And the beatdown continues. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job with this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Point after, knocked right through.
I'm not too happy right now. Just because of how it's playing so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Should be like a 21-10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Royer. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Nice play here. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up that big play.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires this one deep middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And the Knowles will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On first down, it's play action. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do it.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Throws to the tight end.
No, he didn't.
Highlight reel diving catch there.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he flings it out to the left. He had all day to throw. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. The
He
pass is
bumped
intercepted.
all over me.
And he's got some open field ahead. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside.
I don't throw
He
that
comes
in
back to the
freaking
middle,
at home.
And that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
No problem with the BAT right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Secretary.
Bringing it out. It's Royer. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
2nd down now after the sack. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Heavy pressure. Hit as he throws. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Throws it to the right. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Heading left after the handoff.
Doesn't help.
Fights off a defender.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Tailback with another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Looking to pick up the first down through the air, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. And it's good. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Royer. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. The Noles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th if they can't convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball for 31. And the Seminoles with 1st and 10 here.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's got it for a big gain. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw it on first down. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays down. You can see him catch the ball underneath like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
I still am freaking. Thought I was going to have until Sunday to play Sunday. Now I'm not saying I'm.
And he'll take off from
He doesn't
deep
win,
in the end
but
zone.
it's
Tackled
more
at the
comfortable.
13, not great field position to start the drive.
Still don't. Yes. Now I had the same ACC title.
Here comes the
Not
Alabama
like
offense
this.
back onto the field. Last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance the next round.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Throws the ball to the left after plenty of time in the pocket. Excellent protection. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Remember this next race. Again.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front.
What
Nice
up,
run,
Unc?
nice
What up,
conversion
dog?
here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Handoff heading left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Legit. Never mind.
And he
Wing.
3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And now the handoff. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to...
Touchdown, Alabama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Royer. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man.
No blocking.
Dropped at the 3.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
With.
The Seminoles will bring their punt team on the field now. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And it's taken at the 45. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy, once again, gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. He's going to hand this off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. It's 3rd down for the offense. They'll run it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Royer. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration, and a senior making a disruptive impact play.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Finds room at the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Can't wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Mm.